Welcome one, welcome all. We are back with another review of the Green Bay Packers win over the Cincinnati Bengals, 27-18. Yeah, it was a lot closer than it probably should have been, but you know what? The win is the win, and that's all you need to care about. Packers win, that's all that matters. I know you think down in the comments. Well, and let's get to it. Jordan Love today, 19 for 26, over 250 yards, one touchdown, one interception. Now, you can make the argument that the ball was bobbled, and it was. But on the other hand, you could also say Jordan Love should maybe arc his throws better so that receivers can catch him rather than throwing them overhead and making them have to reach to try and get him. So I think both sides of the ball are good there. Josh Jacobs, over 90 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. He had 50 yards through the air as well. Great day for Josh Jacobs. His first really, truly great game of the year. I mean, he's had a couple of decent games this year, but none like he had today. Matthew Golden got it going. 3 catches, 86 yards. Great. Tucker Kraft, 2 catches, 43 yards, and a touchdown. Really great touchdown at the end to really seal that up. And things could have gone very differently, especially at the end of the first half. You know, McPherson made what would have been a NFL record 67-yard field goal, and it was turned away because of a Matt LaFleur very smartly called timeout. The name of the game today was penalties for the Packers. I mean, they're getting penalized left and right. My God. And it's not just a, these players are dumb kind of stereotype. It's coaching. It comes down to coaching. If you're a good coach, you don't allow more than 5 penalties in a game. It happens sometimes, but for fuck's sake, every time they're out there, there's a penalty. Oh, more special teams penalties today. More special teams penalties today, of course. The Packers actually had a nice return today by Keyshawn Nixon later in the game to really help set up that last touchdown drive. Very important. Very important. Joe Flacco wasn't great, but he didn't make any mistakes. Had a couple touchdowns, over 150 yards. Jamar Chase made an excellent touchdown catch today against Keyshawn Nixon on 4th down. And sure, you would have liked to see the Packers not get that touchdown up, but at the same time, it's Keyshawn Nixon against Jamar Chase. The better wide receiver is going to win that game, and Jamar Chase is arguably number 1A, 1B, depending on who you ask, wide receiver in the league. Chase Brown got it going on the ground a little bit, but I mean, the Bengals just didn't do enough. Their defense got that late sack, but weren't able to do anything about it. Evan McPherson missed what would have been a game-shortening field goal to at least make it a one-possession game. I mean, they still would have needed to get the onside kick, and that probably wouldn't have worked anyway. Trey Hendrickson leaving early or late in the second quarter. He never came back, and you could really tell his presence was definitely missed. They didn't get any sacks in the first half, but you could tell he was getting pressure. And as soon as Trey Hendrickson went out, any chances for real quarterback pressure from the Bengals kind of went away, except for that last drive. And let's be honest, Packers should have scored a touchdown on that last drive instead of a field goal. But, they did get the field goal to put it up by 9. Lucas Havlicek steps in, does admirably, makes 2 huge field goals today. We'll see when Brandon McManus returns. But good day by the Packers overall. Definitely some room for improvement. Offensive line got going. It was great to see Zach Tom out there. Elton Jenkins had a great game. And, the offensive line held it for the most part. Although you can argue that you should expect that because the Bengals' pass rush and just overall defense is just not that great. But at the end of the day, the Packers win, and that's the most important thing. Looking to next week, they are playing the Arizona Cardinals. Now, the Arizona Cardinals have been falling like a rock, and Marvin Harrison Jr. went out today. Cardinals lost another running back. Their defense is injured, so Packers should look to get the win next week. And before we end the video today, again, let's talk about Micah Parsons. Yes, only 3 combined tackles today, but still, his pressure rate is insane. He's getting double teamed, triple teamed every play, and he's still making an impact. Now, you can argue that it would be nice to have a first round pick next year when the Packers get a new coach because, well, let's be honest, I know they're winning today, they won today, but if the Packers don't win a Super Bowl or don't make a deep run, I don't see how Matt LaFleur survives. It's just, he's a good coach. I think he's a way better suited to be an offensive coordinator, but Matt LaFleur, I just don't know how he survives. I mean, the play calling at times today, and the penalties. The penalties are a reflection of the coaching. It's not just on the fact that like I was saying earlier, the stupid player stereotype that like, oh, they're too stupid and they just keep committing penalties. That's not that. It's coaching. It comes down to coaching. These penalties come down to coaching with mental errors. Again, more penalties on the kickoff return. You can argue that pass interference penalty at the end to keep the drive going for Cincinnati was kind of ticky tack. In the hands of the face penalties, like the Bengals got a lot of stupid ticky tack penalties down the road, but still, large part, false starts, holding. It's just every team was afflicted with this at some point, but it seems like it never gets any better. And the same guys make the same mistakes, and it's like they don't get punished for it. It really seems that way. Like, I mean, some of these guys that continue to make the same mistakes. It's like, why are they playing? They should be sent down so that they learn to get better and stop holding, stop false starting, stop these to a couple offsides penalties today that extended drives for the Bengals. It's just these little knick-knack 5-year penalties that kill you the worst, and they just got to get better at that. But I don't think anything's going to change until they get a new perspective in there, a new coach, probably a new GM as well. And sure, Goody made that trade for Micah Parsons, and it was great, but I think Ed Policy is going to look to clean house and put a stamp as it is what would be his second year next year. We'll see what happens, but honestly, I don't want to be down on Matt LaFleur because it won the game, but still, some of these nagging things that continue to affect the Packers come down to coaching. And I don't know. Maybe they can still right the ship completely and make a deep run in the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl, but barring that, and especially if they find some way don't make the playoffs, you'd be hard pressed to say Matt LaFleur keeps his job. Honestly, I mean honestly, for as long as he's been here and as long as all the successful winning seasons they have bupkis when it comes to Super Bowls and even NFC Championship titles. Just not there, and they haven't been there, and I just don't see them, coming back in a big way unless they make a big move like that. Again, I love Matt LaFleur. He's a great guy, it seems, but it's just the timidness, the way the players, again, these players take on the mindset of their head coach. When you got a guy like Matt LaFleur who's just kind of pussyfooting, doesn't willing always to make the big play, the big call, the risky play, just shake your head. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you think I'm overstepping, saying that Matt LaFleur could be gone after this year, I don't know. It's just same mistakes. They did enough to win, but were they playing the Bengals today with Joe Burrow? Do they win today? Probably not. And that's an indictment because, I mean, if they were only up by 10 going in halftime, 10-0 going in halftime, and I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. But again, let's celebrate. Packers win. But again, things need to be cleaned up. in the penalty department, and just, at times Packers just don't make the big play. I mean, you're not going to make the big play every game, but it seems to be severely lacking for them at times. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Well, otherwise, have a great day, and as always, God bless. Go Pack Go.